Welcome back to Anthem. In this video we are going through an update that has been put up in like a blog form by Casey Hudson, who is the BioWare General Manager. This was posted on the 10th of Feb 2020, and I have one question before I go into this. Why on earth did they think it was a good idea to actually release this game in the state it was in during the launch phase? Every single player, well, not every single player, I fully enjoyed it, Con fully enjoyed it. There was probably a handful of players that did enjoy it. But so many players disagreed with how the game was developed. There were so many bugs at launch. It was actually bricking the consoles. It was an absolute bug fest, and the content wasn't the best. As I've stated a few times before, there was a mission purposely designed to hold players back and make the campaign take a lot longer. All we have from here on out, because it's coming up to the end of the first year of the game, all we have from here on out is just positivity. The game surely can't get any worse than what it was at launch. And through this blog post, it's actually putting into perspective a little bit about what's going to happen to the game. And I can tell you straight away before we get into this, because I've already had a read through just to make sure I was understanding it fully. For the present, the current time and the foreseeable future really, nothing is coming into Anthem. I don't know if there will be updates to address any bugs or issues players are having, but there is zero content on the horizon for the time being. The future, however, as long as it is pulled off, is executed well, it's going to be a bright future for this game. So this blog post by Casey Hudson, it reads, "Hey everyone, 1 year ago we were preparing to launch Anthem, a game that represented a big leap into new territory for us as a studio. And I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, it wasn't even going to be called Anthem, it was going to be called Beyond or something like that, and they took out and re-implemented the fly-in mechanic several times." But the blog post carries on to say, "It was an exhilarating and terrifying experience to go out to the world with something new and different. And we are grateful to all the players who have come along with us on the journey. It has been a thrill for us to see the creativity of our players in designing customized javelins and watching them master Anthem's flying and fighting gameplay. I am so proud of the work the team has put into this game, and at the same time there's so much more that we and you would have wanted from it. Over the last year, the team has worked hard to improve stability, performance and general quality of life while delivering 3 seasons of new content and features. We have also heard your feedback that Anthem needs a more satisfying loot experience, better long-term progression and a more fulfilling endgame. So we recognise that there's still more fundamental work to be done to bring out the full potential of the experience, and it will require a more substantial reinvention than an update or expansion. Over the coming months, we will be focusing on a longer-term redesign of the experience, specifically working to reinvent the core gameplay loop with clear goals, motivating challenges and progression with meaningful rewards, while preserving the fun of flying and fighting in a vast science fantasy setting. And to do that properly, we will be doing something we'd like to have done more of the first time around, giving a focused team the time to test and iterate, focusing on gameplay first. In the meantime, we will continue to run the current version of Anthem, but move away from full seasons as the team works towards the future. We'll keep the game going with events, store refreshes and revisiting past seasonal and Cataclysm content, starting with our anniversary towards the end of the month. Creating new worlds is central to our studio mission, but it's not easy. Sometimes we get it right, sometimes we miss. What keeps us going is the support from players like you. Your feedback gives us guidance on how we can improve, and your passion inspires us with the courage to create. I look forward to working together with your involvement and feedback towards the best possible future for Anthem." So basically stating there's absolutely zero planned for the time being on the game, because they are so busy at work in trying to revamp and overhaul the entire game pretty much, just to make it an experience that we are all happy with. I've said this before in a video, I don't think they should be overhauling, they should just be focusing on more meaningful content. Give us new strongholds, give us new missions, give us different loot, increase the gear score, or if that seems a bit silly because it's already at 900 and something, then just make it so that there's new loot added in and we have something to grind for, and there's loads of different excuses and reasons and things that they could be doing. But overall, I'm happy that they've actually focused. Like, a lot of people are saying, oh, they're devs, they're just saying that because it's like marketing and promotion and blah blah blah. They're saying that to make you feel comfortable. But if they are being genuine, and I believe they are, because it was never ever the development team's fault. It was always the people that were higher up. They were the ones that never told the devs what they were actually working on, and they were the ones that disapproved things and approved things, and it all was basically a shit show, to put it in simple terms. But if they do now have a focused team to work on this game, and this team knows exactly what the community wants, this game will be great. It might take a while, but Casey did mention that it's in the coming months, so I'm going to guess maybe around September, October time, we're going to hear more about this, if it's not already in full throttle, like in the game. I'm hoping to at least hear something new about it by around May, June time. And in the meantime, I will continue playing the game. I don't play it very often, but I do log on to try out the seasonal content, to get some crystals, to try and get some new gear, work on my javelins, because I love making the builds. Getting the synergy of all your different equipment, because I equipped the build recently that had the highest possible gear score, and it was an absolute shambles. I went back into the forge, I put on things that would work well together, so that they would have synergy within the build, and I performed much better. So I'm going to leave the video there. I don't want it to be too long. And I want to know your thoughts in the comments. Do you play Anthem? Have you played it and you don't like it? Are you looking forward to the overhaul? Is this the first you've heard of the overhaul? Let me know all of that good stuff in the comments. That's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.